Blog Talk Radio. Today is Monday, April 30th, 2018, and this is FOXOLOGY. I am Silver Ray Fox, your host. Happy Monday, people. I hope you have an exciting day going, and I hope you're going to have an exciting week ahead of you, too, and I hope both are filled with all the promises that you know about and possibilities and all kinds of success, too. I know how you're thinking. We're all thinking about that. I am always hoping the very best for you, too. You know, nobody said it would be easy. A lot of us know that as well, but they said it's possible. Yes, indeed. It's possible for you to achieve the success you desire. It's possible to overcome the obstacles that seem to be in the way. It's possible to flip the script on what life has seemed to tell you you can't do. We hear that from a lot of directions. I know that. It is possible to create your own wealth and the life you need and want. It is definitely possible. And I know you didn't hear it here first, but you're here to hear again. You are possible. I have learned this. I've learned a lot of stuff. I've been around a while. I know a thing or two. It takes belief in yourself. It takes tenacity. It takes patience. It takes faith. And it takes a whole lot of, an immense amount of courage. But it is beyond amazing. Hear me now. It's a beyond amazing what circumstances you can get through and get to when you put that formula to work. You can make some things happen. I guarantee you can. Yes, you can. Well, my guest today can tell us a thing or two or three or five or 10 about what courage means. She is the editor-in-chief of Courageous Woman magazine, an exciting and inspiring online magazine, bringing stories of empowerment and encouragement to readers everywhere. And it's been a while since she and I had a chance to chat on the air, but she's back with me today to give us an update on the latest, greatest happenings in her life and work. She's Telishia Berry, and I'm so happy to be talking to her today. Hey, Telishia.
Hey, I'm so happy to be talking to you. Thank you so much for having me today.
Oh, it's my pleasure, lady.
It's been a while.
Pleasure. I love seeing. I know. Did you realize it had been, I think it was 5 years. Can you believe it?
It has been that long? Oh, wow. I didn't know. I didn't realize it had been that long. I mean, we've communicated, we've talked, but, wow, I didn't realize it had been that long since I've actually been on the show. Wow.
I know.
Wow.
I
So we're both
cannot
still
believe
at it.
how this, yeah, you know what, and we're going to do the thing, as they say.
Right.
We are going to do it. So.
Awesome.
10 years from now, we'll be still in it to win it for sure. And winning, really winning for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks again for taking the time to be here. I know that you're doing great things. As you said, we do communicate online. We just had not had a chance to have you back on the air. And I see how you've been growing and showing out online, and I'm excited for you to tell people about this venture. And what I would like for us to do, first of all, is, give us a little recap, because you're one of those who has been doing some other things that led up to this. I mean, you were writing and acting and producing and all kinds of things, and I'm sure you're still doing some of that. But tell us a little bit about yourself in that stage of your progress and success, and then we're going to talk about Courageous Woman magazine.
Okay. It's always funny when somebody asks me that, because there's so many facets to my life. It actually is hilarious. all the things that I have
but pretty
done
common
or
these
continue.
days.
Right. But, being courageous, you got to be multifaceted. You got to be able to balance it all, too. So being a mom and a single mom and balancing, working with my children, all my kids are in the entertainment industry, and I have been in the entertainment industry, and it's just a lot. So I am currently, we're still doing the magazine. Actually, we are launching in Los Angeles in print. We're doing special edition to launch the print edition in Los Angeles. And we continue to uplift, encourage, and showcase and highlight women from all over the country and all over the world now. We have women outside of the country now. So we are continuing to grow and to share the stories that encourage and empower women. We also we're doing books now. So we have produced our first book. It's called What is a Courageous Woman? It's a collaboration of 78 authors from all over the country who shared their definition of what a courageous woman is. And we just had a book signing a couple weeks ago in Flint, Michigan. And so right now we're actually doing a book parade. We will be sharing a lot of authors. They're from all over the country as well. And we will be doing that promotion online. It's a big promotion, just sharing the different authors and their work. We are definitely, we really support authors. Being a writer, I just know how that feels to take the time to write and put your heart into your work. And so I'm really big on sharing the work of authors. And so this book parade will be online, but we're also doing a book signing May 19th at Zara's Books in Inglewood, California. So a lot of the authors who can make it or who are local, they will be there to sign their books and sell their books. And we'll just have a lot of fun that day with a bunch of literary people.
Well, it's a great opportunity for the authors and certainly for the reader audience to glean so much of the inspiration that so many people have to share. And I would be willing to bet that each and every one of them have such a singular experience that the stories are just that diverse and letting other people know how you may be in a place or space or stage or age in life where you just feel like life just is crumbling or not coming together, or a myriad of other thoughts we have when things don't seem to be going right, and then you read 78 stories of people who said, well, okay, it's like that, but this is still what I'm going to do with myself. I mean, it's pretty powerful. Let me ask you, when you said that they all responded to what is a courageous woman, why don't you tell us about what you think about that? I know, of course, with 78 different definitions, and there probably at 78,000 that you could, you'd hear if you asked. But tell us from your own thoughts, when you came up with this idea, you must have had some idea in your head about what a courageous woman is or what you visualized all of what she could be.
Wow. I guess I would say it would start with. I'm sorry?
I said your definition.
I guess it could start with why I even started the publication. There were so many women whose life inspired mine. And at the time I started Courageous Woman, I was looking for motivation, inspiration, and I couldn't find enough. And so that is how I started with the publication. I wanted specific types of reading. And so I found women's stories, and I asked them, could I share their story? And that's how it started. And it was so inspiring. And when I did the interviews on both my show, radio show, or the magazine, one of the questions would be, what is your definition of a courageous woman? And some of the answers were so eloquent and so inspiring that I started publishing the answers. And I would put them on social media and share their pictures. And those began to be so inspiring. People would respond to those. And I said, wow, those, and they were all different. Everybody has their own definition of what a courageous woman is. And so when I put the call out that we were doing this book, we got so many people that wanted to be a part and would share stories about their mothers or grandmothers or people in their lives that inspired them and encouraged them to be courageous by their work. And so that's how we, there's so many definitions. I think a courageous woman is a woman who is just driven, who has faith, and she believes that she can do whatever she puts her heart and her mind to. So everybody's, definition or everybody's submission to the book was just so wonderful, and it's been such a great experience sharing the book. I give a lot of books away to women I feel that, need some encouragement. So it's just been a blessing just to even put that project together.
Well, it sounds like you're reaching the goals that you have set, and it's kind of interesting too how when we're mapping out things like this, new things come to mind to do. And I know you've mentioned it already, but if you could expand on some of the things that you have achieved and perhaps highlight some of the plans that you have ahead. Talk to us a little bit about the events.
Oh, well, we got some speaking projects that we're going to be doing with women who speak. Courageous Women Write and Speak is the project that we're working on, and that will consist of live audiences. And we're going to start in LA, but it'll be a project that will travel. We're working on that, and I'm also part of a conference that's going to be in Turks and Caicos at the end of May, and that is wonderful. A couple of women from other states as well as Turks and Caicos Islands. So I am looking forward to enjoying that and speaking to the women there. The event is called Hiding Behind the Lipstick, and it is going to be very powerful with some very powerful women. And so I'm looking forward to that. And so we're inviting women to come and enjoy the islands and enjoy the empowerment event that's going to take place at May 25th and 26th in Turks and Caicos Island. And in addition to that, my daughters and I are working on a project. I have a heart for just giving back and to giving awareness on some of the things. And one of my projects is HIV, African American women in HIV. And I've had two very good friends who passed away from HIV or AIDS. And it's just been a subject that's been very dear to my heart. So I have these daughters who are film directors and producers. So we are working on a project of producing a movie on Black women in HIV. So that is what we are actually doing now. So we have a couple projects, a couple of television projects. So we are pitching on a couple of TV shows that we're doing right now. We were up late last night working on these projects. So we're looking forward to producing and getting them out. And my book, The Baptist Junkie, is also being reviewed for a movie. So we're in the works with that. So
that's awesome.
Things are happening. God is good. Great things are moving. So I'm blessed.
Well, when you have great in mind, I don't doubt that translates into great things. That's just kind of the way that works. I think that is just wonderful to hear that update, and definitely will be looking forward to seeing more of it roll out as you go forward with it. I'm wondering, when I hear the commitment, when I hear the passion in you, I'm wondering who are some of the people that inspired you most? Who are some of the people that you got some of your encouragement from as you were turning into this big butterfly?
Well, I would definitely always say my grandmother. My grandmother is 98 years old, and she is an awesome, wonderful lady, and I got a chance to spend some time with her when I went back to Michigan last month. So she is the woman who raised me, and definitely a great, my grandparents were definitely believers. They had a great Christian upbringing. And so my grandmother has been a major influence from just teaching me how to be a lady, and just the things about being, stepping out on faith. And that was a big thing with my grandmother. And the same way with my kids. There has been women who come into my life at a time when I was just at the break of trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life after a divorce after 23 years. And so when I began to pray and ask God, what am I going to do? I need help. And I got that help, and it came in the form of women who were ministers. And they just came out of nowhere at different times, at different places in my life, and they began to just share with me and pray for me. And a lot of them, and this was, at least 7-8 years ago, a lot of them are still my friends. Most of them are, and we still communicate. They still check on me. But they came at a time when I needed support and encouragement, and they encouraged me. And that was even part of the foundation of building Courageous Woman. They encouraged me to be courageous. So there were several of them that just came, and I would meet them at the grocery store. And then I began to realize that it was the help that God was sending me, which was very helpful.
Mm-hmm. I love hearing that because I think it's so necessary. I was in a conversation with my own daughter regarding the support from women and the lack of support from women because there's two extremes for sure when it comes to that, and hardly ever any real middle ground with it. So I love hearing it. I know that we, definitely, and people say this all the time, but we're stronger together. And another thing that I love about what you're doing, and so many others too, who are trying to promote the health and wealth of other people, is that we really cannot so much accomplish as much as any of us would like if you're trying to do whatever you can to get ahead of somebody else or step on their toes or send bad vibes or messages or any of that. It just that's, if you believe in karma, you're just setting yourself up for a real big slap down. For sure. And so when things like this is going on and people are really pursuing careers and pathways that help other people, it's just so very promising. I mean, it's really something when you think about it. In African American women, it's in our DNA. It's that thing that has brought us from slavery to into 2018, because we've had that courage to keep moving and keep moving ahead and doing whatever was necessary to reach the point where we were feeling like we were succeeding and successful for a variety of ways. But you know exactly what I'm saying. But I really one of the things I definitely feel compelled to do myself is to encourage women, to encourage other women. I feel like one of the things that has helped me most is inspiration, encouragement, from some very special people who also came into my life, offer support. And so it's invaluable. I mean, it's life-changing. It's life-impacting. So, and it's kind of funny when you talk about your grandma. When you said that, I said, it's everybody's grandma. We can all go back to what our grandma said
right.
to us about something or another.
Right. Right.
That really gave us a lift. Well, I know that there are a lot of stories in your collaboration, and that's I know that's what's making it so special. Did anybody's story that you recall that maybe be a good one to share with us today?
Well,
I know that you have to go through some quick mental files, right?
Well, like I said, there's 78, and they're all basically just their definition. Everybody has one page, and it's their heartfelt, ask everybody, put your heart into it. Think of someone. And I guess I could read my page. It's
well, you're
a lot
certainly
of,
welcome to do that.
Yeah, it's inspiration from. So when you were talking about being an inspired woman, it is very inspiring to inspire. That motivates me when I find someone that is at a place where I was once, and I can inspire them, and they really are able to move forward because of that. That is inspiring to me. So it's a blessing to be in a position to motivate and inspire someone, because that's how I got to where I am, because somebody motivated and inspired me.
Right. Yeah. What's coming up in your next edition? When's it going to be available?
It is going to be available on the 10th, and our cover story is a Hollywood makeup artist, Judy Kelly. She makes a face, a canvas. She does a work of art. She is awesome and has been doing it for many years, and she has a courageous story, and we're going to share her story, and that is our May edition. Our June edition is Wendy Raquel Robinson. You may know her from the TV show The Game. So she has an awesome story, and she also has a school here for kids, an acting school, a performing arts school. So we're going to share her story and get some feedback from some of the people that have been part of her organization. So that's going to be a fun story. So we like to tell the fun stories, the inspirational parts of a person's life, their courageous stories. So we're going to share her story too. So we just got, coming up, we got like the book event that's coming up. Today actually is the last day for people to submit their books. So that is going to be a lot of fun. So we're looking forward to. We just love to share what people are doing in their work.
Well, it certainly sounds exciting. I don't know how any day of your life could not be exciting with all that you've got going on. I again think it's just extraordinary to be putting the highlight on the aspect of courage, because it's something that, as I mentioned earlier, it's a key part of the formula. You got to have that courage to even step up to the game, and you've got to have that courage to stay in the game. And there's just no way that that can't be absent from the formula of doing life and doing great things. So I love the title, just courageous woman. It says so much about again what that one element in all of us that needs to show up in order for us to be all and everything that we can possibly be. Well, I would like for you to mention those events again, and if you would like to share how people can participate and where to go online, then we'll look at. We got only a couple of minutes left, and we'll wrap up. So tell audience how they can participate in the opportunities right now, and then we'll wrap up.
All right. Well, thank you again so much for having me on your show. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
I love your show. I love everything that you do. To
Same
be
here.
a part of Courageous Woman or to be featured, you can email us at info@courageouswomanmagazine.com, or you can go to our website at courageouswomanmag.com. That is www.courageouswomanmag.com, and all the information is there. To be part of the book parade that's going to take place online and in Inglewood, California, that also is on our website. And anything that we do, it's with our website, and we always post everything there. Join or subscribe to the magazine. You just put your email address in, and you get everything that goes on at Courageous Woman. So you'll get the magazine right in your email.
And they can follow you on Facebook as well, because you're pretty live there. Sure.
You can follow me, Telishia Berry.
Huh? I said you're pretty live there. They can follow you on social media and really stay in the loop.
Yeah, I'm on social media. I'm there. I try not to be there as much, but I can't help it. I'm always posting and sharing women. So you can reach me on my page, Courageous Woman Magazine, or Telishia Berry, and we are on Instagram at Courageous Woman Magazine. There's some underscores between each word. I don't know if that makes a difference. But, yeah, we are really we post a lot of things on social media. So we look forward to people joining and following us, and that's how we are able to get the information out that we do.
Well, I want to thank you for being such an inspiration, and I don't have to be the one to tell you to keep up the great work, but I know you already know what an impact that you are making. So I'm going to definitely be keeping up, and definitely going to throw my hat in the ring on some things as well for you to consider as you're moving forward, because it sure is it's a fast-moving train, it sounds like to me. You've done an awful lot over the years, and I think it's exciting. I'm looking forward to see what happens with Baptist Junkie. I would love to see that become a television series or a movie or whatever the consideration is. I think that's one of those things that just can't miss. So I wish you the best with that. I'll be watching for the rollout on that as well. So thank you again, Telishia, for being here today, taking the time to share the update with us. And again, I wish you continued success in everything that's going forward. I'll be in touch with you again later today. Thank you so much.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for having me, and the best to you and all that you do.
Thank you so much. And thank all of you, too, for taking out a brief part of your day to take a listen to what's going on here. We're shining the light on courageous women everywhere. Telishia Berry is the editor-in-chief of that wonderful magazine, Courageous Woman Magazine, and I hope you will check it out. The link is right here on the Blog Talk Radio site for FOXOLOGY, so check that out. Also, if you would not mind, it'd be great for you to share that with your social media friends and family. That would just be awesome. I'm always doing something enlightening and empowering here. You can count on that. Stay tuned. Master Your Mindset's coming up next week with Cassandra McShepard, and we really do our thing. So I'm going to look forward to talking to you all again then. In the meantime, be good, be blessed, and be awesome.